Robert Pattinson, our beloved Bruce Wayne in The Batman, is rumored to be in talks for a role in yet another Warner film that's set to start filming in 2025. This has raised a red flag for many regarding The Batman Part 2. What's the next Warner film he's gonna be in? Is The Batman Part 2 still happening? Are they gonna delay the filming of The Batman again? Chill out, it's not what you think. Let's break down the news that's been making the rounds on major Hollywood news sites and get a grip on the current situation of The Batman Part 2. What's up, guys? Welcome to Comic Chronicles. Lately, Robert Pattinson has been in a bunch of blockbuster films that are catching the eye of big-time directors. He recently starred in Mickey 17, directed by Bong Joon-ho, who directed Parasite, and right now, Pattinson is filming The Odyssey, the next movie from the legendary Christopher Nolan. But then yesterday, there was more news from big sites like Deadline, followed by Variety and The Hollywood Reporter, saying that Robert Pattinson is being eyed for a role in Dune 3, directed by Denis Villeneuve. But what about The Batman Part 2? Let's keep going with the news regarding the next film from director Matt Reeves, but before that, make sure to smash that bat like button on this video, hit that bat subscribe on the channel, and drop your thoughts below. Do you think Warner is going to cancel The Batman Part 2? I want to know what you think, and be sure to subscribe so you're always in the loop with all the DC and Marvel updates. Thanks a ton for being part of this growing community here on YouTube. Now, let's keep going with the news. Alright, let's dig deeper into the news surrounding Robert Pattinson. Deadline's article highlights that while Denis Villeneuve is putting the finishing touches on the script for Dune 3, which is titled Dune Messiah, the director is already eyeing possible actors he wants for his film, and among those names is Robert Pattinson. It's worth mentioning that, despite this news, no formal offer has been made to the actor yet, and it's unclear what character he would play. Deadline itself mentions that sources say Pattinson is set to portray the villain Skiddly, but let's be clear, nothing is confirmed just yet. Dune has become one of the biggest franchises for Warner, and there's no denying the success of this universe being crafted by Denis Villeneuve. The franchise has already pulled in over $1 billion at the global box office with its 2 films and has won 8 Oscars out of 15 nominations, definitely a hugely successful franchise. The third film already boasts a star-studded cast that includes Timothée Chalamet, Florence Pugh, and Zendaya, and many others are expected to return. In fact, Variety reported that Jason Momoa has confirmed he'll be back as Duncan Idaho. According to Deadline, filming for the movie is set to kick off in the summer of 2025. And regarding Robert Pattinson, the actor is wrapping up filming for the A24 movie The Drama, which also stars his Dune co-star, Zendaya, along with Lynn Ramsey's film Die, My Love, where he stars alongside Jennifer Lawrence. Plus, he's currently filming Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey and is also producing the A24 film Primetime. So yeah, Robert Pattinson's schedule is jam-packed. He's super busy these days. Now back to The Batman Part 2, Variety also states that the Batman sequel is scheduled to hit theaters in 2027. So hey, The Batman Part 2 is still very much alive. Additionally, the previous info, which we've discussed in earlier videos on the channel, points out that The Batman Part 2 is set to start filming in late 2025, during the winter. Remember, the Penguin wrapped up with Gotham covered in snow, so it's almost guaranteed that The Batman 2 will take place at Christmas. And to shoot a film set during that season, what better time than the winter to do the filming? So no need to worry about The Batman Part 2 being cancelled or the filming getting pushed back again. The site Nexus Point mentioned in an article that filming for The Batman Part 2 is set to start in early 2026, thanks to Robert Pattinson's schedule. But, hey guys, from the end of 2025 to early 2026, isn't that long? It's still gonna be during winter. Since Matt Reeves is still working on the script, there's really nothing for DC Studios to do but wait for the director to finish his draft. Reeves himself has pointed out that 2024 has been a very chaotic year for him. Not to mention the writers and actors strike that happened last year also directly impacted production. Of course, I wish this film were further along in production so we could chat about it even more, and I'm sure Warner wants the film done ASAP since the first one was such a hit. I bet David Zaslav has already called James Gunn to ask about the film because Warner needs to rake in as much box office as they can to improve the company's financial situation. But they can't rush Matt Reeves and risk the movie turning out badly because of studio interference. Warner and DC Studios are gonna respect Matt Reeves and give him all the time he needs to make his film. That said, DC Studios is also working on a Batman for the DCU, which is the film Brave and the Bold, while Robert Pattinson continues to work on other films in the meantime. After all, the actor can't just sit around waiting to do other projects, and it doesn't mean he's gonna film all his scenes for Dune 3. He might have a big role, but he'll only shoot his scenes, and we don't know how many he'll have in the film. So it's clear that this won't interfere with the Batman Part 2. In my opinion, in the worst-case scenario, I think DC Studios will ask Matt Reeves, after he finishes the second Batman film, not to take too long to start on the Batman Part 3, since the idea is for it to be a trilogy. If not, if the third film takes as long as the first and second films did to come out, this trilogy won't wrap up until after 2030, which is a long time. We're talking nearly 10 years to finish a trilogy, but hey, that's just my personal view on it. As long as the Batman Part 2 is a great movie, just as good as the first or even better, I'm chill with waiting because I expect it to be an incredible film. But what about Robert Pattinson? All these films he's involved in, are they gonna affect the Batman Part 2? Well, guys, the actor's schedule might be super packed, but that doesn't mean it's gonna interfere with the next Batman film. In fact, regarding the films I mentioned here in the video, Pattinson is finishing some of them, working on the Odyssey, and is being considered for Dune 3, which should start filming next summer, so that won't interfere with his return as Bruce Wayne. Especially since Dune is a Warner film, they definitely know about the actor's schedule, so it's unlikely they'd interfere with another one of their films. Even though they're different studios, they're still under Warner Brothers. So we can chill knowing we're gonna see Robert Pattinson back as Batman soon, and in the meantime, we can check out his work in the other films he's been doing. I'm personally super excited to see the Odyssey since Nolan has brought together an all-star cast for the film. Thanks a ton for being here in this video, everyone. I'd really love to hear what you think. Are you pumped to see the Batman Part 2? Are you also going to check out the other movies Robert Pattinson's working on? Drop your thoughts below because I'm already looking at the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'm already cooking up more DC videos full of updates that you don't want to miss. Subscribe to stay updated and keep in the loop about everything happening in the comics, animations, movies, and series of DC. And make sure to check out the 2 videos popping up on your screen. They're great recommendations for you if you want to stay informed about DC news and get all the latest on the comics coming out right now. Thanks again, and catch you in the next video.